you for the subscribe. Welcome to Slayer Sunday, aka Scribble Sunday this week. Also, thank you, Travis Lane, for subscribing. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wanna add a couple inches on your gun? Watch Ynnep-Chan on Slayer Sunday. Like, comment, and subscribe to Ynnep-Chan. You could win 1,000,000 donuts. You could.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to not Slayer Sunday this week. It's Scribble Sunday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm your host, Ynnep. You know I ain't camming up this week. It's been too dang long of a week. You're lucky you're even getting me at all on a Sunday after the freaking week I had. Either way, welcome, everybody. Let me say hi to everyone who's here today. Oh, man, I am so tired, but damn it, we are doing this. Hello, Silly Goober. Do you happen to be that new subscriber from Twitter? Hello, Bobbit Worm. Oh, God. I know that's Clara. I know it's Clara, but the writing on the phone says Clara Delacora. Yeah, there you go. Hi, welcome. See who else is here. I know there was at least one more of you guys. Hello, Lord of Junk. Hello, everybody else lurking, working, twerking, jerking, and smirking at me, I guess. I don't know. Thank you. She comes in a couple of different designs. Hold on. We got Halloween. We got Christmas. We got technically Valentine's Day, but it's also my alt outfit just because it looks really cute. I love this. I love this slow song B I made. Yeah. Sometimes, okay, for those that are new here, usually on Sunday if I'm gaming, I'm cammed up, but not always. I'm too lazy these days. It's just, I'm too tired. Either way, oh God, welcome. It's been a long time since I've done a draw stream. In fact, I think the last one was in gosh darn January. Oh my God, can you believe that? I ain't done like a straight up draw stream in a long time. Also, it's beginning of the month technically, so here I got something for you guys. Hold on. Have some free memberships. There you go. Have fun. 5 free memberships to random people here. Liza, you got one. Purry-chan got one. Mosey got one. Pearl Cosplays got one. Rex Puppy got one. Ricardo got one. Hell yeah. Welcome, welcome. You get memberships. You get to use my emojis. You get to see videos that are hidden for copyright claims usually. And when I actually do get back on an upload schedule, whatever that means, you get to see videos early. So yeah, there you go. Welcome to the gang. Welcome to the Fat Stacks gang. Yeah, let's go. Hell yeah. Oh man, how you guys doing this week? I am completely burnt out from a insane week of work. We started doing production for another store. They want about 300 to 420 count packs of tortillas every single day. And I'm exhausted because I've been the one in charge of that for the past 5 days straight. Yesterday I got a break. I got to do chip production at my bakery. That was a lot more relaxing. Oh man. Yeah, that's why people keep asking when are new videos and stuff coming out. It's like, bro, I basically got involuntarily put on a full-time job. I ain't had time for nothing. I'm hoping to go back to my normal actual part-time schedule so I can get back to work on my actual other jobs and stuff. I'm like 4 months behind on a lot of projects, and to where today I'll be doing some fun stuff, but I'm also going to be working on a commission at some point. Bobbit's commission, actually. I got to get caught up on stuff like that. But yeah, whoo, work, man. I mean, the fat stacks I get at the end of the week is great and all, but damn, man, I'm tired. You broke a rule on a server. You can't use Discord. Oh man, Purry, I'm scared of what you did. You might have to DM me that. I'm like, did you tell us Zion to kick rocks again? That's how I keep getting banned on things. Yeah, basically, yeah, I'm supposed to be a part-timer at my main job, but I got basically involuntarily full-timed. Next week is gonna be fun because I have the exact same week of work, and then I'm going to be meeting a friend at like nighttime for a birthday party, and then go back to work the next day for another several days. And then the week after that, I have dental surgery. Oh God. I was like, I have a dental emergency. Can I please get my surgery now? We can get you in 2 weeks. I'm like, thanks. And then my dentist calls me the next morning. Oh yeah, we sent you home with ibuprofen. We were supposed to also send you home with an antibiotic. You have a jaw infection from your wisdom tooth. It's not even impacted, but it's got a hole straight through. That's just how it came out. My freaking immune system ate it. Anyway, but they're like, oh yeah, you have a jaw infection. Whoopsie, we forgot to send you home with that. We called it into your pharmacy. I'm like, thanks. Love that. Just like Christmas. But yeah, so that's been my week. And like I said, I have dental surgery. If I suddenly like feel better the next day, I might stream on a Thursday. Be like, hey, what's up, everybody? Can hear me? Actually, I got a wisdom tooth pulled out my head. A step. Yeah, imagine a draw stream or a hangout stream where I just talk like that the entire time. That'd be kind of funny. I'm considering that because I won't be able to stream that Sunday because to get 2 days off for freaking surgery in this freaking country, I have to work on the only day I don't have availability. Love this, love this. And the dentist's like, yeah, you're probably gonna need 4 or 5 days off from work after your surgery. And I'm like, bro, what country do you think we live in? This is America. We only get 1 day off for surgery around here. I'm lucky to have 2, meaning I have to work 6 days straight another day. I'm like, bro, this ain't cool. So yeah, I ain't happy with that. Welcome to America. Anywho, aside from all that, I hope you guys are doing alright. Off color joke. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I mean, it happens. Oh man, though, it's like, yeah, no, this week has been a fucking nightmare, and I'm just ready to sit here and hang out with you guys and draw. Yeah, uh, it's been a week. It's been a friggin' week, and I get to do it all over again next week. I was gonna sleep in tomorrow, but I kind of decided halfway through today after I was getting all my laundry and everything done. You know what? Hell with it. I think I'm gonna freaking go to the Korean spa tomorrow. I probably won't get another chance for a hot minute, so I was like, you know what? I could use a good soak. So frick it, I'm gonna go to the Korean spa tomorrow, I think. Also, happy late birthday, Clara. You're 19. You're still a diet adult. You went to a reptile expo? Heck yeah. Got some ratties. Nice. So I'm trying to get my phone to stand up here so I can keep reading shit, but it's... I know, right? 19 was so long ago. Yeah, God. We're all getting older. Oh yeah, I got a message on my straw page today. It was just somebody saying, not even go like, you're so old. And I'm like, yeah, it's called not dying in your 20s to fucking bullshit. It's called persevering. It's called not giving in or giving up, dumbass. Sorry I didn't join the 27 club, but I ain't gonna be taken by the 37 club either, bitch. Can't get rid of me that long. Or that, can't get rid of me that easy. Notice how they tend to only say this to female presenting people. Like, the good to see you think women lose value the more and more the day after they turn legal. If you have that kind of mindset, you're either an actual child or you're a fucking creep. And I do not value your goddamn opinion. So, yeah. Yep, we're all officially in the 36 plus gang now. Gang, gang. Hey, Golden Sands. Yeah, you take a break, relax. Mental health and physical health, all that shit come first. Unless you work in America. But, anywho, yeah, everybody do what you can. Take care of yourself. But it's like, oh yeah, like I said, I've had people calling me old and grandmother since I was still in my goddamn 20s. It's like, there are some weird people that have just normalized, let's call people that are only a little bit older than you old and like degrade them for that. It's like, bro, that is a weird goddamn mindset that the patriarchy's been beaten into your ass. And normalized pedophilia BS. That's been normalized in your brain so much that you think anything past a legal age of consent is getting old. It's like, that's creepy. Stop it. Change your heart or die. I will see to it. Anywho, that's not the point of any all that. This is a draw stream, and y'all are here to see the drawing pad. Wapa. She's back, girls. It's been a while. Notice I have 2 panels up. Notice my panels. I have one for doodles over here, which will be for me to design distinct characters. Like I have my references right here. I have references. I have skin tones. I have hair. I have buckets. I've got so much sheet. I got so much sheet. Do I have anything inappropriate here? No, nothing inappropriate. Good. Yeah, there's 83 layers in there, but this is considered doing a lot of them refused out. It's fine. And over here, fresh canvas for Bobbitt's commissions, because her other commission file had over 200 layers and like 12 drawings in there, so it was getting too big. I needed to back it up a little bit. So fresh one, fresh Bobbitt, yes, fresh Bobbitt canvas for later when we start drafting her commission. Look at that. It's still set to 10 by default. We pick that up a little. There we go. Warming up the hand. Y'all can't see me, but I have my glasses. Hell yeah, James Sunderland. Hell yeah, James Sunderland. Also cool, Brad Terry. And what place. Hold on a second. I got this 1 hour non-copyright music playlist from YouTube's audio thingy. When we start really drawing, I'll throw it on very quietly in the background, so you're not just hearing dead silence in my air conditioner in the back. Now, what I have planned to draw today is I wanted to finally get... I have had an image in my head of what disdainful buckets would look like. Yeah, buckets from Lisa the Painful here. I've had an image in my head for a hot minute of what his human form, or like, you know, his unmasked, whatever, disdainful AU version would look like. I have images in my head. I've never got around to drawing any of them. I've written him into disdainful. He's in an upcoming chapter. I've got my idea for this song, bitch. I just have never physically put it into a thing, and I'm very much more visual, like, learner and imaginer kind of thing, so yeah, I gotta get this out on paper eventually now. What I have in mind for him is like a weird mix of, okay, hear me out, chat. A weird mix of Daryl Dixon and Dale Gribble. Hear me out a second. Okay, hear me out. Daryl Dixon, hold on, chat. Hear me out. No, back in like season 2 maybe. God. No, it's some fucking spinoff. Alright, hold on. Hear me out, chat. Hear me out, okay? Don't judge me till you get my image in your head. Okay, hear me out. Okay. Make that a little bigger because this canvas is enormous. Hold on. Okay. Hear me out, chat. Oh, fuck. Wrong panel. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Dale Gribble. Okay. Listen out, chat. Hear me. See what I'm cooking here. Okay. I'm just gonna say hear me out before people say shut up. Okay. Now. Yeah. But I'm thinking a mohawk. A fucking mullet mohawk thing. Yeah. Don't worry, you know I always bring the visuals. Alright, so you see this motherfucker right here. He's the guy that you have to win 10 rounds of freaking Russian roulette to get. It's very hard to get this sumbitch, but he's the gun guy. He doesn't really talk. He says like one or two lines at the end of the game that are kind of unfortunate. But yeah, he's your gun guy. Now, spoilers for those who have not caught up on Disdainful or don't read it or whatever, but whatever, it's fine. Yes, he flips a coin. Okay, so here we go. In Disdainful, he runs a place called Bucks, Bullets, and Bars and Bullets. It's a tattoo body shop parlor and gun store. Him and the roulette guy, who is named Roulette, get it? They run that place together. It's a gun store, but also a body shop for like body modification and stuff. Buck, yeah, his name's Buck because that's why he would go by Buckets. His name was Buck. He's a Texas dude. In my head, get what I'm getting? He's southern ass, fucking redneck ass kind of dude into guns. All right, but okay, yeah, okay. Like, just bear with me, chat, okay? All right, look at this. Mullet, Daryl, Dale, gun shop, body shop, Bam, Buckets. Yeah. So yeah, that now you kind of get what I mean here. Let me get all three of these references into one gosh darn panel here. Put you over there. Put you over here by his leggies. Yes. Yes. Now you're getting what I'm getting at, chat. I've had this image in my head, but it's like, oh god, it's weird to describe, but okay, yeah, okay. So yeah, in Disdainful, he's the guy that runs the Bullets and Bars and Bullets, whatever, body shop, gun shop thing. His side gig is he's a mushroomer. Like, he's one of those redneck guys that are really into the new wave of medicine being mushrooms. So he grows mushrooms that are, like, he swear by them because he got shot in the goddamn arm a few years back and was having complete paralysis. He went into mushroom therapy to help with his fucking, whatchamacallit, his neuroelasticity thing, get that brain going again and get his shit working, and he says now my aim's never been better. He's one of those guys that is not like, I'm not doing mushrooms to get high, I'm pioneering the future of medicine. Clean, efficient, non-opiate based medication. Get it? A little bit of Hank Hill in there. He's thinking this is the way of the future, like propane and stuff, but his idea is the way of the future is mushrooms. Cultivated perfectly in sterile conditions to be genetically modified to rewire your neuroplasticity and recover damage. Like, he's one of those kind of redneck guys. Where he's like, nah, I gave up pot and all that shit years ago. Mushrooms, them's the ways of the future. That's the real medicine out there. Yeah, he's one of those guys. He's the first one that's going to get infected by the cordyceps when The Last of Us freaking happens. Anyway, pocket sand, yes, exactly. But yeah, y'all seeing my vision. I'm ready for Reddit to tell me I could go KYS for even humoring this idea, but it's fine. Oh man. Anyway, yeah, so his store side would definitely be a bucket head somewhere. Yeah, like I said, it's Bucks, Bullets, and Bars, or Bars and Bullets. So yeah, like industrial bars and stuff, and bullets. Yeah. I'll definitely work on that. But yeah, it's him and Roulette's store. And funny thing is, the way I was thinking is originally he used to work for Roulette when Roulette had his own shop for something, but Roulette fucked up and got his store shut down. And when Buck went his own way and opened up his own shop, he rehired Roulette, and now Roulette works for him. That's kind of my yeah. I don't know why, but despite Bucket's big buckets, I get King of the Hill vibes from his ass. So yeah, okay. We got the image in here. I'm gonna try to, like, you've seen this when I design these characters for their disdainful versions, is I usually try to stick more or less to their original color palette. Maybe add an extra splash or two of other colors. But yeah. Yeah, you guys get what I'm getting at here. Okay, let's see here. Let's start sketching a little here. Okay. Let's look at his build. He looks, yeah, I imagine he's built like he's a little bit on the sturdy side. He's a little chunk, but yeah, a little chunk. But I kind of built like Daryl over here, but like an extra, like a little extra blip right there. You see what I mean? Like Daryl, but with a little more blip, you know? Yeah, like he's not exactly like, yeah, I mean he's a sturdy dude. He's a sturdy little guy. And like I said, he's like not quite middle aged. He's probably about the same age as Brad Terry, where they keep calling themselves middle aged, but they ain't even that old. Whatever. He's whatever. He's pretty chill looking. Like I imagine he's like maybe, I don't know, 5'8", 5'9". Like not the tallest dude, but not short. You know, but he's built like a sturdy tree trunk. Like Tiger Man over here, when I was designing him, he's built like a god dang brick shithouse fridge motherfucker. He's a big bitch. He is a big old motherfucker. He's a big boy. He's a fucking literal tiger. He will kick your ass. He will pet that pussycat over there. Yazan is a little chunkier. They're about, I imagine they're about roughly the same height. Maybe Yazan's like an inch shorter at the most. About same size, guys. They can kind of share clothes if they want. Yes, he is. Yazan, like I said, he's school teacher. He's very much still into his Palestinian cat samurai lifestyle, but he's a little more comfortable. This guy, he super fitness guy. He's like he's Tiger Man. Enough said. Even if he's a doctor now, he's still, and he's the doctor that's got like 30 goddamn jobs because everybody got fired, quit, transferred, or got poached by Yado. So he's doing like 30 goddamn jobs and then still goes home and works out for like 2 hours and eats like an entire rotisserie chicken by himself for dinner. They get 3 chickens and 1.5 is for him. Just because he's got to feed those goddamn muscles. Now, Buck, however, he's a gun guy. So he's going to have some pretty meaty arms, I imagine. But if, like, he's a... Yado's doing Yado shit. He's doing Yado shit, trust me. He's scheming. He's doing shit. He's been grooming freaking Bernie to be his henchman for years. But Bernie's more aware of that shit now because of what happened with Lisa. And he's like, nah. I mean, I'll still take your money, but... Yeah, their relationship's very transactional. Bernie recognizes when he's being fucked with at this point now. He just... Yeah. Yado's doing Yado shit. I don't want to spoil it too much, but Yado's doing Yado shit. There will be a chapter at one point called Do Me a Favor. Look out for that one. That's going to be Yado's story. Yado and Buzzo's quote-unquote friendship henchman bullshit that they've had forever. It's going to be funny. Anyway, but yeah. Okay, so this guy here. Yeah. Like I said, gun guy. Gun guys typically have pretty good arms, but they're typically, they look like they'd be drinking some beer a bit. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Let's see here. Like I said, I imagine he's got a sturdy trunk for, like, holding all them guns, and he's got some decent arms. Alright, let's see. Now to actually get started. Okay, let's see here. Fuck, why did I become a cartoonist? I hate this. I don't know. Anywho. Also here, I'll throw some, like, light aesthetic music on in the background for you guys. You're only going to be able to hear it just a little. Can y'all hear it just a little? Yeah, because I want to be able to, you guys can still hear me and it's not drowning out my thoughts. There we go. Yeah, there we go. We are Gucci gang. Okay, so if it's too loud, too quiet, whatever, just let me know. It's meant to be a little too quiet. It's just a light, gentle background music. Alright, so let's look at the zombie. Alright, let's see here. Alright, what should he be doing? Okay, because I need, like, my, like, main pose for him, and then I could, like, draw other shit. That's usually the format I go with these, is I have their main shot somewhere when I add some shit. Huh. Instead of a gun, he maybe should be holding a tattoo gun. Or something like that. Yeah, let's start with figuring out his shape. No. That's the hardest part sometimes for me, is just actually starting. Okay, let's see here. Okay. Fucking Daryl with his squirrels. That's good squirrel meat right there. I actually give them ears. It bothers me giving people no ears. Like I said, nothing's set in stone yet. I'm still just kind of free-balling things around here because I'm trying to get this image in my head. Nah, too something. No. I need to think of what he's actually doing first. Hold on. Very active draw stream. I'm gonna look up a reference real quick. Trading in his gun for a tattoo gun. Man holding tattoo gun. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I kind of want to have him holding the tattoo gun. Like, he's still in the guns, but he kind of holds a tattoo gun more than anything now. I think that'd be funny. I'm looking up references. I should have him holding it with his left hand because he's a double gun user. Usually people that are left-handed are sometimes also mixed or ambidextrous. And he seems to be holding them with both hands in a lot of these pictures, so I should have him holding the gun with his left hand or something. See if I can remember how to do that. Alright, here we go. Let's start. I just gotta start. Let's start with some other guy's arm over here getting fucking done. Like I said, the side of this is huge. I can make it smaller later as needed. Yeah, they both kind of they got a... Fuck with that hairline a little. Arm, yeah. I haven't decided how much of that we're going with or not. Where's my mullet? Where's my mole hawk at? I'm just kind of fucking around here. This is like the very, very basic ass sketch. Wait, yeah, that would be the right arm. Okay. Ignore how shit the hair looks. I haven't decided what angle I'm going with it yet. Definitely imagine him wearing some bullshit like this. Gonna have his gloves on, obviously. Like I said, I might get all the way through this drawing and then delete it anyway and start over. In fact, I think I'm gonna. Because I started thinking, I'm like, yes, no, okay. Alright, here we go. We're starting over, though. Ugh, no, get out of here. Okay. Welcome to the industry, where I draw a whole thing, delete it, and draw it again the exact same way. Yeah, I got an image in my head, but actually getting it out is like, oof. That is years later. Got a bit of that caveman brow going on right now. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Alright, let's see here. Even if I'm drawing the semi-stylized, simplified Lisa style, anatomy still does kind of apply, so. Actually, I think I'll have his arm out. Like he's like pulling the gun away to look at his, like, what the fuck he doing for a minute. Alright, let me look up a reference of a guy holding the gun again. How they hold that shit. Mechanics, my number one enemy. And because it's an actual, supposed to be a gun thing, they usually wrap them in plastic. It'll look better in the final thing. Like, I'll make that like a clear layer. Because a good professional, tattoo artist will have it wrapped entirely in plastic for sanitary reasons. And this guy's redneck as shit, but he knows what he's doing. Any janked up anatomy I can fix in the next rendition of the sketch, so. Hold on. Oh shit, wrong. I think I need to recalibrate this bullshit. Shit, let me, bring that up just a little. There we go. Given any fucky wucky anatomy I can fix later. Yeah. You wearing that Daryl Dixon bullshit? Person's gripping the table for dear life, or the handle of the chair. Alright, let's see here. How's the music for you guys? Good? What will the tattoo be? I don't know, Black Hat Organization logo? That was my first tattoo. Well, it's just not even a Mandy's tattoo, it's just me. My arm's kind of built like that, so wouldn't be that far off, to be honest. Let's look up check at a thing real quick. Yeah. Y'all seeing my image so far? Man spreading hard right there, man. I can never decide how far into the Lisa style versus an actual anatomically correct style I want to go. Usually I decide that by the final drawing. Put his ears somewhere in there. Okay, now to fuck with that faux hawk. That mohawk he got. Alright, let's see here. I've drawn many a mohawk, but a mohawk's a little different. Imagine he's got some like slightly longer curly hair. And I imagine it's bright red, but because he dyes it that color. Like his natural hair color is probably just basic ass brownish hair or whatever, but he dyes it. He's a tattoo guy, what do you expect? You ever seen them looking quote unquote normal? Something. Not done. Jesus Christ, Dale Gribble without a hat is terrifying. Actually, I think I could pull this up just a hair. I'm gonna give him like a 7 head. He just needs a 5 head. Alright, let's see here. I'm gonna look up somebody real quick too. I'm trying to get an image in my head. He's gonna probably change a lot. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm trying to get, I have an exact image in my head. And it's like trying to find it. Give him like a, kind of like Dale's nose, but a little different. I gotta also figure out how much I'm gonna simplify certain things for the Lisa style, but I'm just kind of playing with things. Sometimes in the sketch I make their features more prominent so I know what they're gonna look like in like a scaled up version. But I 86 that when I'm like simplifying them for the Lisa style. It just kind of depends like how much I want to lean into a certain thing or not. Yeah, imagine you just got like the shitty fucking facial hair. Yeah. I'm playing around a bit. No one said he had to be pretty. He's a fucking redneck guy that runs a tattoo and gun shop. Be weird to make him a pretty boy. Those aren't even freckles, those are pockmarks. I like giving him the big old curly mullet fro though. Mullet fro, mullet hawk. I'm getting all my hairstyles mixed up here. Shit. I know something's wrong with that arm. I'll fix it in a little bit. Hold on a second. Like, this more or less is kind of the image I had in my head for this guy, but it's like, Yeah. Like I said, I could make it better, so. Yeah, they say make it first and worry about making it good later. To be honest, I mean, Buck is not going to be a huge part of the fix, so I don't really need to give him like a whole crazy thing. I could probably give him one good big image here, and then maybe just have a thing of him yapping about guns and mushrooms over here with roulette. I'm just debating where to put it in there. I guess, yeah, right about there, so I can put some text up here if needed. There you go, let's get that person out of there a bit. Now I can start making the sketch a little better. He's got like that kind of frumpy redneck tank top thing going on, but it's tucked into his like big old belted pants or something. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Wish I could have it like I'm just trying to figure out where I'm gonna have this fucking long ass cable coming from his thing here. Remember to add some drippy for the extra ink and blood. Yeah, there's like a big old... I don't think anybody expects me to be able to draw electronics correctly, so... I'm not stuck here. Sorry, I'm checking something really quick. Hold on a second, y'all. Sorry, I was checking a thing really fast. Alright, we're back. Yeah, I mean, that looks good. I could start doing a proper sketch for his ass. I might just jump straight into the line art portion. Sometimes I just do that and I simplify it as I go. Alright, what you think so far, though? This is looking like Buck. It looks like a fucker named Buck. Like I said, I'll try to stick a bit to his original palette and stuff, so the pants will probably be black and shirt will probably be red or black or some brown. Actually, I might go with the brown shirt because he seems to be having that. Yeah. And the red hair could be his cloak that he doesn't got no more. Alright, let's make this look good now. Make it lighter. Even lighter. There we go. Hope I don't mind me crunching a little. All I had for breakfast this morning was a really good protein shake, but that was also at 8 a.m. So I'm gonna have my cup of cookie while I decide what I'm gonna do with this fucker. His name's Buck, and he ain't here to fuck. He's here to give you a tattoo and sell you some guns. Yeah, I think it's the next chapter I'm working on that he appears in, which, Bob, I don't think you've seen yet because I haven't finished polishing it. It's almost ready for you to proofread it, though. I'm just going over it one more time. Alright. And give him a little less chisel to that jaw. You about to. I should just do his silhouette first, but I'm starting with his busted ass jaw. Let's see here. You've still seen more than most people have. I know it looks a little messy with the hell I'm doing, but don't worry, trust the process. You know, since you are my proofreader, Bobbit Worm, I'm giving you explicit permission to peep ahead if you feel like it. No, I don't like the way that curl's coming up. Not too hard, but you can peep a little bit ahead if you want. I want to get a good curl in there. There we go. You get a what? No, I was talking to Bobbit. She's my proofreader. Hi, Britt. But yeah, she gets to peep ahead a little bit if she wants. At the editing file. Hey! I said, as the proofreader for Disdainful, if you want, you can peep ahead a little bit. Just don't consider anything too canon until it's the version I show you, because sometimes I change my mind on certain things because it didn't fit the flow. Because like I said, it goes through many drafts before I show it to you, so sometimes it's like really rough. Or I had a canon prepared for the thing and then it didn't fit the flow or it caused a continuity error, so I changed things sometimes. Also, hey Brett, how you doing, girl? We drawing. I'm attempting to do a Disdainful version of this guy. I need some water. This is Buckets from Lisa the Painful. He's the partner you get if you play Russian roulette and win 10 times. Not an easy task in that game. But yeah, he's your gun guy. Or one of them. Anyway, in my Disdainful AU thingy for Lisa the Painful, he owns a place called Bucks Bars and Bullets, which is a gun shop and body shop, like a body modification store. So instead of his normal gun right now, he's holding a tattooing gun. And like I said, I imagine him as a weird mix of Dale Gribble and Daryl Dixon, kinda. With like a mullet hawk. Yeah. Wrong tool. There we go. Got his like surgical gloves on because he's doing a tattoo. Yeah, I have an image in my head for months, and actually getting it on paper has been a pain in the ass. Right, I'm gonna troll Twitter a little bit real quick. I'm gonna post my references in a thing just to kind of screw with people. I'm gonna troll Twitter a little bit. I said, do you see my vision, chat? See if people get it. It's like, do you see my vision? Please tell me you do. So I'm not, so I know I'm not insane. I'm actually gonna have that be behind his shirt. I love when I click the thing and it doesn't work. You got that redneck shirt. curious to see if if Twitter will get my vision. Oh, got one like already. Alright, let's see here. Man's built like a sturdy tree trunk that probably should have got cut down a while ago. I'm gonna make it look a little ratty. Like I say, he's a gun dude, so he's got like good arms, kind of fat, but not, you know, whatever. Like, how much detail do I want to put in this, you know what I mean? There you go. To be honest, I could just kind of black out his pants later and not have to worry about the details quite as much. He's like got a bit of a gut in there. Obviously his facial expression's gonna change too. It usually does when I do these. No. Wrong. I gotta map this thing eventually. Alright. Thin this line out just a hair. Still behind his shirt. Yeah, I've had a shit-ass week, and I'm so damn tired and sore that I think I'm gonna go to the Korean spa tomorrow. I'd made sure to get as many of my chores done today as I could. Like, I cleaned up every plastic bag around my house, I did laundry, I swept and vacuumed the entire freaking apartment. Didn't get around to doing my kitchen quite yet. But, I did almost everything I really needed to do today before the stream, and, yeah. A little wispier. I did almost all that, so I can actually, I think, afford the time to go hang out at the spa for several hours tomorrow. I ain't been in a while, so. That's because I just never leave my gosh darn house. Especially with this new schedule, I basically never leave the freaking house. I work from noon to after 7 p.m. when everything closes. It's like, bro, I don't like this new schedule at all. If my boss puts me on the position I'm hoping she does, I'm going to ask her, what's the earliest I can come in, please, for the love of God? So I am sick of coming in at noon to fucking 7 something at night. Like, please, let me come in at like 8 or 9 or something. Shit, I'd take that 6 a.m. at this point. But that would overlap with one of the other women that works in the morning in that area. Squigglies in there to make it look good. Oh, he's getting there. I'm like, chat, do you see my vision? And I've gotten a couple of likes. Hell yeah. So how you doing over there, Britt? You having a good day? I'm assuming you probably just woke up, huh? I caught a little bit of your stream last night. I was watching stuff with Mary, so I was kind of busy, but I caught some of it. Your drugs came out great. Tell Lomis I said hey. No tease. Yeah, I noticed. Grippy, that arm. Gotta make sure the tattoo come out clean. Gotta pack that ink in, bro. I am taking a little inspiration for Buck's design as a tattoo artist from an actual tattoo artist friend of mine too. But yeah. Yeah, if I remember correctly, his name's Figment. It's been a while. I think his actual name's like Josh or something, but he's from Forever Golden Tattoos in Houston, somewhere in Houston. He's like out in an outskirt. But yeah, out with your friends. Look at you all having a social life and shit. I miss that. I miss that. This new schedule gives me no social life. By the time I get home, everybody's gone to bed. So I'm just staying up for 2 hours like, man, ain't nothing to do. Guess I'll go back to bed. And then I wake up and nobody's awake yet. It's like, well, guess I'll just sit here for another 3 hours. Yeah, like, I can't even see you as much, Bob at Worm. By the time I get out of work, you've been in bed for like 2 hours. It's like, man. I get to see Brett for a little bit, and then, I don't know what she's doing. She's usually got to hang out with her boyfriend or something, but it's like, man, I prefer to hang out with my friends until 7, not after 7. Frick's sake. Like I said, I'm trying to get an earlier shift for my boss, but the position I work in, the only other shift for it right now is at 3 a.m. and I obviously can't do that. I don't drive. I walk to work. I ain't walking up there at 3 a.m. That's why I moved here, is because it's close. I wouldn't need to learn how to drive. I don't trust myself behind a wheel for numerous reasons. That's why I moved to a city. Ugh. Checking something. smudge on my glasses and it's bugging the crap out of me. Hold on a sec. Oh man, I ain't even had time to rock and stone the last couple of days of this fucking schedule. The mines are calling me and shit. That was me closing my eyeglass case. Sorry if I startled anyone. I'll come back to all of this in a minute. Gonna give him the eagle eyes a little bit. You got that squint going. Squinting Tarantino in it. That's because he's like he's a sharpshooter and all that. Now that one looks like shit. Let me redo the eyes completely. I'll come back to him. Yeah, I guess that's simplified enough. What Dale got going on with his nose? He got a bit of a weird nose that you can't see from that angle. Jaw, face, how work. Good, I'm doing one of these suckers. You know what, I might. Facial hair or no facial hair though, that's a real tough one. Too many panels open. Let's see here. Alright, I'm trying to get the exact kind of eyes I want on this son bitch. I could just make them the usual this kind of Lisa eye I draw. But, no. That's a bit more what I wanted. Again, these things are not actually freckles, they're pockmarks and stuff. So he's just got weird little skin texture. Maybe dip this in just a hair. Yeah, I imagine this guy's probably like mid to late 30s as well. I guess I'm trying to walk the line between the Lisa style and the King of the Hill style a little bit, and then my own. I don't know. I don't know if he's coming out any good or not. Like I said, he'll probably look fine once I color him. Alright, let's see here. Trying to draw a competent tattoo gun, but it's also got to be a little simplified, but it's like probably should have pulled up a reference for this, but it's fine. It's whatever. There's metal parts, there's shape, there's some shit going on there. Actually, fuck, I'll just look up a tattoo gun again, because I don't know what the fuck I'm drawing at. I mean... Tattoo gun... Because some of them look a lot bigger and smaller than others, so let me see. Some got this big ass fucking whatchamacallit on the back, and some don't. Yeah, let me look at Act 1. He's not gonna use a wireless one. That thing would die out halfway. Professional tattoo gun. My stomach is making a weird noise at me, and I don't appreciate that. You need to shut up, stomach. Alright, let's see here. Okay, there's some that have like it kind of all built into the top part. I could just make this part a little bigger. Cause I've seen some with a big ass thing on top of it and others that don't. I don't know, I don't pay attention to the actual gun that much while I'm getting my tattoo. I'm too busy thinking, oh, there it goes. Ow. I'm gonna do something a little lazy. Hold on. What color should the cable be? I guess blackish. Edge pen. Here's a cool trick for you guys. Edge pen. Make it a little bigger. And you just add all of the details later. Hold on. I gotta make this a little. There we go. It's too long of a cord. I gotta make the whole thing smaller. And then just put it behind the drawing. Hell yeah! I had a vision for him for a hot minute what he would look like, but actually getting it out on paper has been a bit of a pain in the arse. As for the plastic covering, I'll do like another layer like this. I'll do one that looks better, obviously. I'll do that and then just be like, wrong one. Nah. Like something like that. I'll do something like that. Yeah, I'll do something like that later. Like I'll put a little bit of outline and stuff, and then yeah. I mean, so far most people have liked my redesigns for these people. The only people that haven't so far, to be honest, are people that have a problem with me personally. That's the only people I've seen complain so far about some of my designs is, like I said, to where it's like, I don't know if that's actual criticism from them or just them having something personal against me. Like it's like I said, they clearly have a bias. Some of the people have said some stuff about the way I design these characters, where it's like, I mean, you might have a valid criticism, but I don't know if that's actually how you feel, or you're biased against me, overshadowing actual criticism. It's like, did you dislike it, or do you just dislike me? Because yeah, that's where it's like I don't expect people to kiss my ass and say every design I do is perfect, because they are not. I have a lot of really weird designs that even I'm like, later on, I'm like, what did I do? But it's like, it's hard to tell sometimes when a person clearly has a bias against you, and then they say they're giving you criticism, but it's like, is it really? Because I've definitely had some where I'm like, is this criticism, or are you just being a bitch? I mean, you're in your right legally to be a little bitch, but is this criticism or being a bitch? Because I can take criticism fairly well, I would assume, but every person that says that I don't typically also have a bias against me, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think you know the difference, sir, madam. Like, I'll admit, like, some of my designs are a little quick, lazy, whatever. I could definitely make them better, but it's like, again, it's hard to tell sometimes. It's like, okay, it's looking alright. Like, but I don't know. Alright. Now to make this look a little less like shit. There we go. Like I said, some of it's going to be a little simplified. It's fine. It's going to be part of his chair he's sitting on coming forward. Can take it down a bit here because his fat ass thighs are on it. It may not be the most accurate, but it's supposed to be simplified for whatever fucking reason. This is very simplified. And yes, that may or may not be me he's tattooing. Though when I had my tattoo, I was laying on my back, but it's like, it's whatever. And mine's actually up a little higher. My first tattoo was from a guy at a place called Fat Tats. Or Fat Boy Tats or something. It was somewhere in Corpus Christi. Actually, he could be doing my second tattoo. Why not? Actually, I could just fill that in. Fuck it. What's my second tattoo? Okay. Very shittily drawn, but it's fine. I usually do show up in a tank top for when I get tattooed, but sometimes I'm in my full-ass Lolita wear. It's fine. Actually, if we're being more accurate, my boobs kind of come out to there, but I don't want this to be lewd. Or too obvious. Let's take this line on off. Kind of like I'm having the small eyes and a little bit of an empty face at times. I can start plopping in some color and then like detail it more after. Alright, let's get his skin tone in here. What we can perceive as his possible skin tone. It's a little more yellow than... Sometimes, like, even if you're screen grabbing the color, they kind of deform a little. Right, so you gotta shift them around a little bit. Alright. Select the outer parts here. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. Something is wrong. Now I'm looking at it. It feels like... something's wrong. It's ready to start, but no. Hold on. His arm is squished in a little too hard. It's tucked too much. Just a hair. I'm gonna have to redo some of the lines with this probably, but it's fine. Sometimes you back up and then you see it and you're like, no. Yeah, hold on. Get hair bigger. And, pull it out a hair more. Just something was slightly off. There's, like, distortion, something, I don't know. Object distortion. Found in the kitchen. Yeah, let me see that again. Yeah, that looks a little better. There we go. It was like, it was a subtle little something, but it was throwing me off. Whoop. It was very, very subtle difference there, but it's like, I know. There we go. Sometimes you do that, you back up and you're like, I see a subtle difference that I do not care for. Should have some pet hair. Just a little. As a treat. There we go. That looks a little better. And I need to have his other arm coming in here a little too. Like I said, even if it's simplified, certain rules still should kind of apply. I'm also drawing in front of people, so it might not always come out as good as if I draw this by myself, hyper-focusing and all that. So, check some. Apparently a few people see my vision are enjoying it. Good, I'm happy. I'm glad some people are getting my vision here. Alright, let's see here. That line's kind of tangenting. Tangential. There we go. Put it behind even like his skin tone. Alright, let's see what we can do now. I have some shit in there I gotta brace in a minute. Should be good. Nice, so I can fix shit later. Wrong one. There we go. Put the line in there, I gotta erase. Oh, that one too. There we go. There we go. Like drawing me a nice redneck character. In fact, actually, do y'all want to see a character I drew months ago I have not actually dropped on stream or anywhere yet? Hold on a sec. See if I can find him. Was it this far back? No, it was a little further than that. January, December drawings? Yeah, here he is. So I have an OC I was working on for my my Lisa AU that so yeah, it was supposed to be Lisa's online friend she's had for about a year or so, and yeah. I'm gonna get the sketch. His name's Fuego, and they met in a Candy Crush forum and eventually joined a Discord server together. Yeah, he's a Tex-Mex dude that works in pyrotechnician and stuff. He's a fireworks guy. Hence why he's cut little tiny scars and burns all over him. And yeah, he's Lisa's online friend that plays Candy Crush with her. Yeah. He's got a Chihuahua because, of course, but it's like a Chihuahua mix. I haven't decided what of yet. And her cat. He's not going to appear in person until a certain, like, event that happens later. I don't want to spoil it too much. But yeah, that's them picking him up from the airport, and he's like, "My friend, you're here!" And he's like, "Fuck yeah, I am!" Picking her ass up, and he's like, "Why am I carrying another man's bags back here?" Yeah, and there's Fuego, his name's Fuego Resplendor, which is like fire, dazzling, fire explosion, it means a couple of different things. Fire blaze, kinda. Anyway, it makes sense. He works in and pyrotechnics. I can't talk today. Oh, man. Burnout would be real. But yeah, he works in pyrotechnics and stuff. He's talking about a cake right now, which is a shitload of Roman candles all strapped together, basically. Says enough of these will turn night into day. And here's a picture of him dressed up for a special occasion. Where is it? He wears a suit with a fucking bolo tie. And his hair, I was going to make his hair red, but that'd be a little too on the nose for a fire guy. So I made his hair blue flame color, like blue flame moonshine color. Anywho, but yeah, he's one of Lisa's friends from online. I wanted to make at least one really nice OC to be friends with her. She's already hanging out with Ellie's character, Elliot, so that's one of her online friends. Somebody else saw this too, I posted that and that. But yeah, this is her friend Fuego Resplendor. I have some text. Yeah, Fuego Resplendor. He's about 27th. His birthday is June 10th. He's like 5'8", pyrotechnic engineer. They became online friends through Candy Crush. Anyway, yeah, but he's a cool guy. He's a little bit of a redneck himself, because, I mean, obviously he's a freaking pyrotechnic guy. Have you ever seen one of those guys that weren't kind of rednecky? But yeah, he's that one gay redneck guy that does, his whole job is blowing shit up. And yeah, that's Fuego for you. Like I said, I more or less finished this stuff a while back. I just haven't got around to posting them. Though, like I said, outside of Disdainful, I might use them in an original story I've been kind of off and on working on for a few years. I don't know, but I might use him for that too. Since he's an original character, I can use him in whatever the hell I feel like. So I might use his ass at some point in some other original stories. Because I like him. Fuego's a sweet dude. He's a fun character, right? You can tell I'm from Texas, though, with how many Tex-Mex rednecks I'd be writing. That's just kind of part of the culture here. You're gonna run into a lot of Tex-Mex rednecks. Okay, let's go. Rip it from the palette. Make it adjust it a little. Sink that line in. Make his pants black. And we're almost done. Like I said, I can decide if I want to put shading and detailing cred later. Put that in there. Put that thing back where you got it, or so help me. I don't know what that's supposed to be. I guess I can just erase that if it's not useful for anything. But yeah, he's one of Lisa's friends that she's made along the way in her recovery. Because I think we all need some friends in our life occasionally that understand your struggle. Or can at least empathize with it. A lot of so I do have a plan for a couple of different characters to become Lisa's friends, Lisa and Barney's friends throughout the story, based on kind of what she needs. I don't know, it's I'm describing it badly, but there's certain kind of friendships that we've all needed in our life. You need someone that gets you out of your bubble. You need somebody that can empathize with what you've gone through. Like I said, there's different kinds of people you just need in your life, and I wanted to have some of them represent different types of friendship and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm wording it bad. Also, I realized I put the fucking lines on the wrong line. Fuck. There we go. And yep, we can always appreciate a good side boob. Nice male side titty. Did I put her on the right? Fuck me. Okay, it's just on the base. Here, let me, like I said, I'm describing what I want to do badly, but it's fine. Alright, got his black pants in there. Brown shirt, let's, get that shit going. I'm gonna make it a little dustier, just a little dustier. Not that far from what Daryl's actually wearing, so. Yeah, that works. Oh, like I said, I want to do something a little different from what I usually do, but I want it to feel like this guy, so. That line is not supposed to be there. Hold on. Fucking. Okay, here, I'll clean it up in a sec. There we go. But happy the way this little fucker's coming out. Yeah, like I said, I'm hoping you guys are seeing my vision I've had for a while and enjoying it. Like I said, when I do redesign these characters, even though it's 100% supposed to be set in AU, nothing's entirely canon, blah 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 blah, whatever fucking people get butthurt about. I still wanted to, like, feel like that character. Like, it's the same character, but he's just gone through a completely different life. And I wanted to always kind of feel like that. I've been told I'm pretty good at that. Again, aside from people that just really don't seem to like me, that then, well, one week say I did great, and then the next week say that I was horrible at this the whole time. And it's like, I never know what is actual criticism sometimes and what is somebody with a bias. I've said it a few times. It's like, that could just be my autism making it hard for me to differentiate that a little bit, but some people do make it hard to tell. It's like, is this actual criticism, or are you just saying that to deflect from what you're making up in your own head? I don't know. I'm not good at telling that. Again, that might just be an autism thing. Play, please. Hard to tell. Put another red layer here. That's going to be for his belt. And for his hair, which I'm going to adjust a little. Gonna go a teeny bit orangier with it, just a little. Just a little. And that's gonna be his, like, bright dyed mohawk, or mullet hawk. Gonna send Rooster running for his money. Like I said, you're gonna be able to tell it's dyed because his scalp will be a different color. I think that looks pretty good, to be honest. And I'll put it on the same layer as his shirt, but he's gonna have, like, actual, like, just brownish hair. Actually, I can put it on in a second. There we go. I see you. There we go. Actually, hold on. Let's be fucking cattywampus and make his base hair color the same color as Dale's. That'd be funny. Yeah, he got that Dale hair color naturally. Here, let me just go over it all and I'll thin it out in a minute. You got that Dale hair. Hell yeah. You got that Dale. You got that Dale Gribble going on. He's up in the club, straight Dale Gribbling it. Hitting your ass with the pocket sand. As for his voice, though, I imagine a weirdly more gruff version of Hank Hill, of all things. Like Mike Judge's Hank Hill voice, combined with a little bit of Daryl Dixon, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Mike Judge melding a weird mix of Hank's mannerisms with a bit of Daryl Dixon. Kind of like how I imagine Buzzo with the voice of Hugbees doing a slight Eddie Gliskin accent, like, or cadence kind of thing to him. It's like, I have these very interesting mixes in my head, and it's like, bro, I wish I could show you what I meant by this, but I can only do so much, man. I'm not a miracle worker. Now for his hawk, I might give it the highlights of this, maybe? Let me see if I can do something with that. I'm gonna see. I'm playing around. Like maybe, it's got a top part of his hawk with this in it. I don't know. I'll come back to it, probably put it on another layer. See what I can play around with. I hope you guys are having fun. Because I am. I miss drawing. I missed being able to come up here and yap with you guys and draw. We haven't done these in so freaking long. Like, I think the last one was in January. Let me check real quick. Hold on. I'm checking. Content. Live streams. Whew. Yeah, the last Scribble stream was January 17th. Over 6 months ago now. Shit. Damn. Yeah, I haven't been able to just come here and sit with you guys and yap for very long, have I? I miss them. I checked Twitter again. People seem to be fucking with my vision. I'm going to link out the chat to them so that people know I'm streaming said vision right now. Funny thing is IRL, I am basically wearing the same outfit as the picture for my thumbnail. Except I've got the pants, but I'm wearing my buy and leave Game Grump shirt. Another layer here that can be for his like belt and the tattoo gun and all that. Again, Dale Gribble. I got the Dale Gribble look going on with this boy. I can also make that the ink thing here. I might bump this down a layer or two. There we go. I might make it the most base layer now I think about it. There we go. Because then I can also plop in some eye color for him. That will only be like a shade or two lighter than his actual skin. He's borderline got those flesh colored eyes you see in old Hanna-Barbera. Yeah. Now I'll do his tongue. Hold on. His tongue ain't super pink. It's just kind of whatever color. Man, now I'm kind of hyped about going to the spa tomorrow because I told myself I'm going to go. After the week I've had and the week I'm about to have, I need to go soak and relax and sit in a massage chair, get my shit wrecked by it. I think I'll put his glove color on this one. What color should his gloves be? I'd imagine surgical glove blue. That's usually what they are, right? Surgical glove / joy blue. Give them a little shininess because they're surgical gloves. If the stream gets a little too chill for you guys, let me know. I'll start screaming or something. I know that sometimes like people tune into these streams is to just kind of put me in the background and peek in every now and then at how this looks. Hold on a second. Hell yeah, here we go. Sorry, it's looking something silly. Alright, let's see here. Now, actually, I'm going to have to check something in the actual fic really quick, because I can't remember which arm I had it that he got shot in. Let me check. I don't remember if I stated which arm it was. So I'm checking something right now. I'm looking for a reference via my own work. Y'all behave for a sec while I look away. Okay, raised his right arm to show a scar below his armpit. So it's the right arm. We wouldn't be able to see it anyway. Yeah, that's what happened to Buck and Disdainful. At one point, he got shot in the freaking armpit with a gun, obviously. And he had total paralysis, and then he probably did physical therapy and stuff too, but he got hooked up with mushrooms and stuff, and he got his arm back working and stuff. Now he swears by mushroom neuroplasticity therapy and stuff. Put some black ink on that arm. When I see you. There we go. Arm, that thing. Fucking dead pixels. Let's see here. I can make this part the there we go. There we go. Nothing on this layer, so this can be the Let me pull up tattoo guns again real quick. So we can see what color certain parts are supposed to be. Okay. Yeah, usually they're black and stuff, so. A lot of people put some tape around it. That could look cool, actually. Okay, then I can make it... Okay, I can make it black on the base too, and then I'll add a layer. It's fine if some of these colors overlap, it's fine. And I'll go back into the drawing layer. Add some like tape texture, and then on a different layer, I can make it like fucking whatever color I want. Let's say he's got some fucking lime green ass tape on that. Makes it a little more striking. Like I said, I usually like to stick to their original color palette, then add like a pop or something of one other color to kind of show that they're the same character, but they have more freedom now because they're not in a apocalypse world. They can kind of wear whatever the hell they want. I mean, they can in the apocalypse, but you know what I mean. Is to show they have a little more freedom to break their character a little bit, not by too much. I don't know. I'm just saying shit to say shit sometimes. I think I'll give him a little more eye bag, to be honest. Just a teeny bit, because I'm going to do the rest of it in like color instead of line. A little bit of hooded eye. And I think I'm digging how he's coming out. Yeah, his pit hair color, I forgot. See it from this side. Imagine like he's not got very good hair, James. That's about as much of a beard he can grow after a week or two. Like if he really dedicated to it, he could probably grow a good beard and stuff. But he's got that patchy redneck gene. He got them patchy redneck hair genes that make his beard look like shit. And as I look on Twitter, all I see is Norman Reedus titties from friggin' Dead Stranding? I think that's what it was. Whatever. Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus, that game. Death Stranding, yeah, I don't know. Norman Reedus and his Funky Fetus. What's funny is this music's only been playing for 30 minutes. It feels like longer. I've definitely been drawing longer than 30 minutes, haven't I? It's been 2 hours. How did... I don't know. Time is not making sense. Anywho. Where was it? Alright, if that's gonna possibly, hypothetically be me over there, I gotta switch the skin tone a little. Hold on, I got this. I got this, hold on folks. Alright. Damn, I am a lot darker. Yeah, a lot of people seem to forget that I'm not white. This color that I use for my avatar and a bunch of other stuff is basically straight plopped out of a picture of mine and then color corrected for like lighting. That's actually about what color I am in real life. I just look really pale because I have dark hair and eyes and I don't go out much. Summertime though, I get quite dark. I've had a lot of people in my life like throw racial slurs and statements towards me. Not for being Mexican or half Mexican, but for being white. Like, and I'm like, I'm not white. I mean, part of me is, but I'm not the sum of my parts. Like, okay, whatever, man. Yeah, it's usually a good chunk of my life in real life too. A lot of the racial profiling and shit I've faced was people telling me I was not really Mexican or Hispanic or anything. It's like, oh, okay. Weird thing is when extremely racist white people start trying to say that, like trying to say racist white people shit and get me on board and not realizing that I'm mostly Hispanic anyway. It's like, oh, okay. Like, see, now you're offended. I can't believe. See, this is why we can't have a conversation. But it's like, dude, I am Hispanic. What the fuck you talk about? Oh, I got a little horror story from way back when I worked in retail. So I'm working with some customer. The only thing I've said all day is, "Ow, my face hurts. Can I go home?" I was having a tooth problem then too. This customer, I don't know, she just freaking did not like me. Goes up to the nearest white lady also working there and says, "That little Mexican over there won't stop talking." And the white lady she walked up to and started saying all this racist shit to was my mom, who also happened to work at that store. And my mom didn't want it to be obvious that she was saying, "That's my daughter," or whatever the fuck you talk about. So my mom, only thing she could think to say was, she's not Mexican? Because I am, and not at the same time I'm biracial, so yeah, that was the best my mom could say. And the thing is, I wasn't even talking that day. I just kept saying, "God, I am in pain. I want to go home," because my fucking face was swollen shut. Oh god, I think it was another wisdom tooth at that time too, possibly, but I don't remember. It's been a while. But yeah, so that was kind of funny. This lady walked up to the only white woman working there to go complain to be racist about me. And it was my own mother. So yeah, that was kind of funny. Anyone wants to clip that for a funny story, go for it. Alright, oh yeah, the eyes. So again, to stick with his original color palette, I'm gonna give him yellow eyes. I think it'd be funny. And it'll fit. Got them golden eagle eyes. It looks very different when you plop it over there. Hold on, let me try that again. There we go. Okay, it was still my skin tone, that's why I didn't pick it up. Now, those still watching, knowing who Buck is, do you think he'd have some tattoos, or do you think he'd be the tattoo artist that's weirdly untattooed? Or do you think all his tattoos would be gun related? What you guys think, the ones still watching here? Yeah, I like that there. If we do decide to yat up this boy, let me look around. Let me see. What you guys think? I'm looking something up. I was gonna look something up, but I forgot what it was. Shit. Oh, right, yeah. Buckets. Let's see if it says what kind of guns he actually uses. Pistolier. Pistoler. I don't know. This is weapons. Pea shooter. Checking something really fast. As I try to see what kind of guns he uses, I'm sure he's got more than one weapon he can equip over time. It doesn't look like a revolver he's using. It looks like a standard Glock almost. Very simplified Glock, but it looked like one. Let me look. I'm looking around. Wow, these gun tattoos are so fucking ugly. Okay, cool Glock tattoos. They really just don't fit on any part of the body correctly. I'm sorry, I'm looking up these gun tattoos and they look so goddamn stupid. To me, at least. They look very fucking stupid. Guns are meant to be in your hand or on the wall, not on your body, man. These are so fucking ugly. I'm sorry, goddamn. Like, none of them lay right on any of these body parts I'm seeing. Yeah, I think I'll leave him bare for now until we decide what kind of tattoos would fit him. As for piercings, though, I could see him, because his bucks bars and whatever, I could see him rocking an industrial. Get it? Because bars. Bars and bullets. Yeah, like a nice big old industrial bar. Yeah, I think that'd work. And, where's my metal layer? Put it on this layer and then I'll just erase that line as needed. Wrong layer. Fuck me. Okay. God, none of these tattoos look... I'm still looking. None of them look good. Jesus Christ. I've not seen a single one where it's a gun on someone's body that looks good. Jesus. Dear God. Let's see here. There we go. Pop that color back in there. What the fuck? Alright, so far I think he's looking pretty good. I mean, I think it's looking like what this guy would look like. Now, on the layer of his hair, I want to do something a little silly. I'm going to take his shirt, look for another brush, a dirt brush or something. Let's see what I got in here. What's this one? It's, nah. Basing. Nah. I want to rough his shirt up a little. Gritty shale. Can't even see that shit. Can't see that shit still. Hold on. Maybe. Maybe able to actually see that shit. Hold on, let me get in there. What do you think? What kind of tattoos do you think this guy would have? I tried looking up like Glock tattoos and different gun tattoos. None of them look good. Gun tattoos are so fucking stupid looking. I could not find a single cool looking one. I think a gun tattoo would be the obvious answer, but it's like, God, they all look so bad. Gravel ground brush. Oh yeah, here's what I was looking for. A Garfield tattoo. You know he's got that one on his ass. Like, I got a Garfield tattoo. You'll never see where the fuck it is. It's on your ass, isn't it? Yeah. Like, yeah, what of it? I'm gonna erase some of these. I'm just gonna give him a little on his shirts. Yeah, I'm kind of digging that. I'll put it as dirt for now, just so I don't lose it. But I'll play with it a little. No. Better put it there, fade it out a little. There we go. So he has like some gunk on his shirt. I can play around with this a bit. Whoop, wrong one. Whoop, up here. A little bit of red, put that red back in his neck a little bit. Shit, I forgot to lock it. There we go. Protect glare. something real quick. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm curious. Is this a thing? It is. It is. Well, fuck. Hold on, chat. Let me cook. Thank you. This is 1 hour of aesthetic, no copyright music from YouTube audio library. Hopefully I don't get copyright claimed at the end. It's set to loop in a few minutes, so we get to hear it all over again. Alright, I'm gonna try something. Let me cook, chat. This is probably gonna look so stupid. This is gonna look so fucking stupid, but I'm gonna try something. Hold on, chat. Never drawn him before. Fuck, I've never drawn him before. Forgive me if this looks like shit, Bobbit. Garf with an AK fucking 47 or some bullshit. I don't know why he would have a tattoo on his fucking forearm or what, not for whatever this part of the arm is. Garfield with a fucking AK-47. Fucking Garfield with a gun. Why? I don't know. Oh, God. It's Garf with a fucking gun. The only cool gun tattoo to ever exist. I'll just make it blacked out since I don't know how to draw guns that well. Hold on. AK-47, so I just get the silhouette right. So I could at least get that part correct where it's obvious what his fucking tattoo is. Garf K-47. Actually, it would go the other way, I think, but... fucking AK. What the fuck am I drawing? It's like, huh, what tattoo would this guy have? Garf of a fucking AK-47, man. Why? Because fuck you, that's why. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever drawn Garfield. I don't remember if I have. Oh god. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like it. Oh, fuck me. I don't think I drew Garf very well, but it's alright. Oh god. I should look and see what a bullseye looks like on maybe. It's gonna look so fucking dumb. Bruh. What is my life? The fuck? No. He's Garf of a gun, he's got like a bullseye behind him and shit. Hope that's alright with you guys. Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with me? What? Actually, I made it an overlay when it's meant to be. Whatever, it's fine. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me? Let me see what color Garf is. He's like a pretty orangey cat. Nice vibrant ass tattoo. I can put other colors in there in a minute. Alright, let's see here. Now go a little more yellow and bring it over there. So I can give it like a pseudo watercolor looking effect. Yep, it's Garf with a fucking gun. You sluts better be happy. Wrong fucking... Give him the no reason shiny eyes. Yes, his motherfucking tattoo is a Garf with a gun. The only cool gun tattoo. Garf with a fucking gun. What has become my life? Throwing some white for those eyes. I wonder how many people are gonna be like, wow, that's a great, why has he got a Garf tattoo with a gun? Why the fuck wouldn't he? It's fucking buckets. You gonna judge him? You gonna be a judgy Jason about this? He's a man of a gun. You gonna judge him for his Garfield tattoo? That's what I thought. You ain't judging him for his Garf tattoo. He judges you for not having a Garf tattoo. But you don't got a Garf. You ain't got a Garf like him. There we go. Alright, let's back it up. So fucking dumb. I love it though. Alright, fuse it down. Oh wait, I gotta do this. Then lock it. There we go. Now I can make it like more or less transparent and stuff, so where it looks like an actual tattoo on his arm. I can make it multiply. I can overlay it. That's actually kind of cool. Could do. Oh, that's. You know, I guess I'll play around with it before I finish it, but I can make it to where it looks like an actual like tattoo. So. Like I said, or I can just make it like slightly more like that. Whatever. I'll fuck around with it later and see what makes it better. But yeah, it's Garf with a fucking AK. Oh god. Real reason I miss these streams, the stupid shit we make up here. Also, Britt, I just saw the Corn Kid stuff you posted. It's very cute. We're gonna get a text from Bobbit Worm at 3 a.m. our time. She's like, so guess who went and got a Garf with a gun tattoo? She's like, I've always wanted one, and I knew it had to be Garfield. Oh, funny. Fucking Garfield with a gun. If you ever want a Garfield with a gun tattoo, Bob, and I will happily design that for you. Like, I will learn how to draw a proper AK, or a simplified one at least, and draw you a proper Garfield with a gun. Oh, hell yeah. Bobbit Worm joins live streaming for the first time, but it's just to show that she's getting a Garfield with a gun tattoo. So here's my face reveal to show you my Garfield with a fucking gun. It'd be funny too, because you're British. You'll have stricter gun laws than us. Oh man. Alright, so here's his design so far. Been a long week, man. Freaking hell, man. How have we already been live for almost 3 hours? Patrick Boyce, look at it! This fucking Garf with a gun. Oh, I know something that would make it look even cooler. I should name that little cat too. Anyway. Let me look up. How do these look? Put the basics down. Okay, go very tiny. bullet holes for, like, because, Garf over here unloaded a fucking cap in yo ass. Ooh, I should make one of them a double bullet hole. There we go. Unironically, I'm actually kind of happy with this fucking tattoo came out. No gunmetal in there. I actually have a thing with bullet holes in it for reference if I need it. I have my old RWS sign back when I respected them, but anyway. Yeah, there we go. Give the tattoo a little balance on it. Implying there's more on the other side, but you know. Actually, you know what? I'm Hello, Zill the Corrupted. Do you need help with your drawing pad? What's up with it? Move it over here a little. There we go. There we go. Hell yeah, that's unironically a pretty cool tattoo now. I'm happy. Pen is delayed? Your correction might be too high. What program are you drawing in? What program you drawing and what kind of pen you got? I'm looking that up right now. Like I said, it could be a settings issue or your driver could be out of whack. Could be just a settings thingy where you have something set too high, you have too much drag put in there. A lot of times you just gotta go and readjust the settings, maybe make sure your drivers are all updated and all that. There's a couple of reasons I could be doing it. Preda XP Print Deco Pro. Yeah, I'd say, because yeah, I have a Huion, which is not that far off from a XP pen. They're basically the same thing. Go into the little driver app for it and check your like hardness, softness, drag, all that stuff. Put it to like default and then screw with it a little bit. Also, make sure your correction's not set all the way up or something, or stabilizer or whatever the heck. Like, try bumping it down just a little bit, and that might fix your issue. Because sometimes in certain apps, if you got it turned all the way up, it'll delay it quite a bit because you got too many things going on to try to correct and stabilize, and it slows the pen down. Try bumping all that down a little bit and mess around with the settings. That should do it, but if not, I'd say look it up again. There's usually like a Reddit for how to fix those things. I'm currently in Medibang with my Huion. I got my correction set to about a 33, which, I mean, it could go higher. This one, it doesn't really slow it down. It just helps with the sliding around with the glass and stuff. But yeah, I'd say mess with those a little bit. That should fix it. If not, look up a subreddit on it. There's going to be somebody with an answer on that. Oh, it seems like at least 10 people on Twitter are fucking with my design. Like, they fucks with that. They like it. Alright, I'm gonna take a wee little break here. And you could still wake here and go. US 11 Legion Go handle? I'm not sure what that means. Okay, one second. I'm looking up a reference. I'm pulling up the reference for Bob Worm's commission here so I can have it ready. I meant to drag it into that folder, but okay, whatever. So I can eyeball up the references and crud anytime I need it. That's not what I meant to do. Alright. Yeah, he can again. Yeah, more references the better. Some good, clear pictures of him. Oh, man. Whew. And like I said, more of this I can work on it off stream with you and, get what exactly you want with it. There's the boy. I'm mostly just going to start by tracing the pose out, first of all. So that I got the pose correct, at least. Do you want her on this side or on the other side? How you want it? Like I said, if you want, I can put him exactly like this, or I can flip him around if you want him facing a different way to, like, show his hair or her hair a certain way. Like I said, like, because sometimes you want, like, you're like, I want to see the good side. What's this good side, you know? Yeah, I didn't start doing digital, like, seriously till college either, so... Though I've been doing, like, MS Paint, a little bit of Photoshop stuff since I was, like, a little kid. I didn't get serious about digital artwork till college. Just look up YouTube tutorials. There's usually, like, there's a plethora of those. Alright, so, as is. Okay. Hey, Paint has got, like, layers and shit now, so... I'm just gonna clip this real quick. So I can just do a rough trace of the pose. And then, like, kind of go from there. Was I doing it again? Alright. Since this is technically a base here, I can just kind of rough trace the pose and go from there and adjust it as needed. Like I said, the paint's got like layers and shit now, so it's like actually kind of cool. A little smaller so I could like show some space around them. That way I can just kind of rough map out this pose. The boy. Whew. Ah, I see. That's crazy. You could probably download the new one. It's just called Paint for yourself. Alright, let me just, I'm just gonna rough out the pose so I know what to do with it later. Make him not a furry, obviously. What's going on with that leg? I might correct some of whatever the hell's going on with some of this later. Because it's like, it's a little weird what's going on with some of the anatomy in this, but like I said, I can fix it later, so. I'm just roughing out the pose so that I know what to more or less work with. Whew. Okay, okay, alright. And like I said, I'll work with you throughout the week, or as I can actually draw of like what to exactly make, because I know you said long hair, but it's like bags, no bags, all that stuff. We'll hash that out together when I start doing the sketch. I'm just, like I said, rough tracing the pose. Do you want it by usual chibi anatomy, or do you want it to have like the big, the bottom heavy limbs still? Like in this current one? Or do you want my usual chibi anatomy? Like the big limbs or the little anime paws I usually do? What kind? Okay then. I'll adjust some things for the anatomy later on then. I'm just like I said, rough tracing the pose. Because yeah, the way I do it would be a wee bit different. But like I said, that's what I was making sure. An important thing is to go over what style you actually want with your customer, and not just jump straight into, let me draw this the exact same style and I will never change it whatsoever, even if my customer had a very specific thing they asked me to do. I'll just do what I want. Yeah, don't do that. Anybody who's a new artist, don't just jump straight into it. Give them, like, if it's supposed to be a paid thing, give them no updates, nothing. Just start slamming it there and not give them a single update and say, well, I just kind of did my own thing. Especially if they're in the middle of messaging you, hey, can I request this change before you get started? I already finished, here you go. Yeah, don't do that shit. I've had people do that to me. And then post the work. Proud of it when it wasn't what I asked for or paid for at all. And I'm just like, okay, I guess you know better, but yeah, don't do that shit to your customer. Like I said, I've had that done, and it's like, I spent $40 on this, and it's not at all what I want. I've also had the person I paid then not tag me in it, not tag me that it was AU, completely ignore everything I said about the way it needed to be drawn specifically, and then just kind of took credit for what they drew and didn't specify which AU it was from. That's not a great feeling when you pay like 40 or 50 bucks for something. They give you not what you want, what they want, and then they refuse to acknowledge that you paid for it even. It's like, that's a sucky feeling. I try not to do that to my customers. If it's a gift art, sometimes I won't give them updates because I want it to be a surprise. But like, if it's a paid thing, I try to communicate with my customers like pretty much every step of the way. Because that's kind of what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to talk to your customers. I was gonna say, okay, so for this, I could do my usual stout chibis, like I do, but I could also give you long chibis, because these are kind of long. I could adjust the anatomy a bit, but I could give you, like, so that it really screams him. I could make them lanky chibis a little bit. I could make them slightly lanky chibis if you like that. I can play around with it a little. Like I said, I could do some rough sketches, like, probably later since I'm getting tired now. And I can show you a little bit of both and see which one you like better. Like, I could do them like this, kind of, but, like, obviously change this around a little bit. Or I can make them the stout little chibis like I usually do. Like I said, it kind of depends what you like. Like, it depends on how lanky you want the boy to look, or if you want him to look like, here, hold on. Bobbit Commission 1. Like I said, I can do these kind of chibis like I usually do. Or, like I said, I can do some, like, slightly lankier ones. Like, this is technically chibi, but it's a lanky chibi. Like I said, I could always have her... Oh, hi, Scarlet. I could always have her be, like, the slightly more stout chibi and him a little longer. Like, because there's a way to portray both in there, in that style. Like I said, I can play around with that. Yeah, hey, Stanley. Like I said, for now I wanted to get the rough pose out and I could, like, see, like... Because, like, it says long-ass platinum blonde hair, but it's like, do you mean, like, this kind of shape? Or we thinking this kind of shape? We thinking whoosh kind of shapes? There's shapes. Yeah, I could do longer chibi. There could be like this kind of thing going on. Could be a freaking kind of thing. Could be a whoop, whoop, whoop kind of look. Like I said, we can play around with hairstyles and stuff too. Especially if I'm going stylized. Like I said, I can do like I can do some silly stuff with some girly long hair. I think it'll be fun. Yeah, like I said, I can play around with some long chibis. Oh, I just saw a picture of Queso with his cat. He's got a black cat hat on, and his cat's a black cat. Just checking some. Sorry, I was checking something. Yeah, like I said, I'll come back to it and I'll play around with the design a bit more. Alright, let's see if I can finish this son of a bitch up real quick. Yeah, I'm digging him. Hold on, I'm gonna change this to Cat 2. He got a Garf with a fucking gun. I'm trying to think, like, he feels a little bare. I guess because I haven't put any actual details on him as much, like shading and light, like I usually do. Alright, let me color my dumbass over there, too. Night, Purry. Enjoy your nap or whatever. It's me. I wear typically dark blue jeans a lot. There we go. Black tanks and my stuff. That's how much longer I'll go. Just a little longer. I guess I can finish this off stream. I just wanted to draw for a bit with you guys. Like I said, I don't know if I'll do my full 6-hour streams I usually do on these Sundays. Like I said, it's a drawing stream, but I'll make it to at least 5. My dark reddy brownish hair I got. Yeah, close enough. Maybe a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that's it. More on point of my dumbass hair. He looks so fucking yellow. He looks straight up kind of septic. Need to adjust that a little, I think. What was I doing again? Something. I was doing something. Oh yeah, chair. Not touching this one? Okay. I can make the chair. Actually, those chairs are typically darker. Hey, sorry, wait, sorry. Sorry for not being here. Yeah, that's cool. Important thing is he popped in to say hi now. I am doing a design of buckets from Lisa the Painful RPG. I'm doing the Disdainful AU version of him, where he's a tattoo artist and gun shop owner. Hey, what's up? I said, that's the glory of the VOD. You can always come back. Oh, that's cute, Bobbit. Only thing wrong is, damn, those hands are fucked up in that picture. Damn. Them's hands is growing extra thumbs everywhere. But I get what you mean with the haircut. Damn. But yeah, I get what you mean, the haircut with the leaks. Yeah, yeah. I figured that was kind of the haircut you were thinking. Or it looks almost like a slightly grown out Hime a bit. You exist at this time. I do be existing. I do be existing sometimes. Yeah, and I get that, Bob. It's Google. It's like 90% freaking AI now. Even if you put minus AI, it's like, oh, you see one more AI? No. Fuck you, Google. Yeah, fuck. That's Google for you. Yeah, it's like, bro, Google step. You fucking minis. Love having the internet taken over by shit that has no regulation. Okay, let me give him some, like, skin tone that's not just that whatever the fuck going on there. Give him a little warmth. You died. You died. Oh shit, sorry for your loss. I am alive. Yeah, the guy looks a little less sallowed. You may not know this about me IRL, but I'm extremely shiny skinned because I exfoliate so damn much. I'm a shiny girl. He's not shiny, he's an ashy ass white guy. Look at that. His ass probably don't even wash his ass every day. Fuck. Yes, I have extremely shiny arms and legs and stuff all the time because I exfoliate every goddamn day. Yes, it is canon. I'm gonna make his little ass sitting chair down there red. This motherfucker got a tattoo of Garf with a fucking gun. Oh yeah, a lot of people assume I'm some kind of ashy-ass white person in real life. Nah, I am a glistening golden goddess. Can't stop my skincare routine game. But yeah, you like his tattoo of Garfield with a fucking AK-47? If you exfoliate daily, that pastiness will turn into alabaster shiny white. If you are tan and you exfoliate and moisturize daily, you will become a goddamn beautiful caramel. You'll be shiny as hell. I still have a... Oh my god, Bobbitt, you gotta. You gotta, girl. You gotta, trust me. It makes a load of difference. That back knee issue that everybody got, that should go away when you start exfoliating like good. Like, look up Korean scrub mats. Get some of those bitches. Scrub the shit. Don't put soap on them. Just water. Scrub the shit out of your skin. You will have so much pasty, gross, gray crap sloughing off, and then you'll be like, I am never itchy anymore. What the fuck? Yeah, so this is a sad thing I found out recently. White people don't really exfoliate, and that's why they're like, why your skin doesn't shine? The fuck you talking about? I will personally have a personal grudge against one of Ellie Cupcake's teachers that told her that she was drawing skin wrong because she gave it shine. It's like, he's like, skin doesn't shine? Yeah, if you're an ashy-ass white guy. But yeah, nah, get those, like, Korean or Turkish scrub mitts. It'll change your life, bro. Yeah, no, finding out that some white people never exfoliate at all, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, no, black people and Mexican people and Korean people, we exfoliate almost every single day. A lot of people don't know this. That's why you never, like, if you ever notice when you see black people and their skin is really pretty and shiny, they're not covered in oil or anything, that's just their natural skin because they exfoliate every day. Same with a lot of Mexican people and Koreans that have that crazy shiny skin and not looking like they're wearing any makeup sometimes. That's almost entirely pure exfoliating. Yeah, like I said, look up these Korean scrub mitts. They're pretty cheap on Amazon. Start scrubbing the bejesus out of your arms and legs just for a couple of days. You will notice a difference. Those like little lumpy, bumpy things on the back of your arm that you're just like, well, I guess this is just my skin. Those will go away. The little bitty back knee issues that most of us have, that shit's gone. Your legs, if you ever shave them, will be smooth as a motherfucker if you exfoliate first, because it gets all the hair standing up and gets rid of that dead skin. Your feet won't have all those calluses if you do a little bit of that every day. Like, trust me, it is a goddamn game changer. Like, I've always done a pretty good-ish job of exfoliating, but since I started investing in those, like, scrub mitts, oh my fucking god, game changer. Like, I got pretty baby-faced and get mistaken for a lot younger than I am most of my life, but damn, started doing that with my body and then also using, like, a hydro exfoliant on my face. It's a much gentler thing. Fucking game changer. A good scrub, first one might take you like 20 minutes to get everything off, but you do it for like an extra 5 minutes in your bath and showers every night, and yeah. You can also, if you see a Turkish or Korean bath in your area, you can go there and schedule for a professional to scrub you, where they get everything off. Like, they do a good-ass job, and it's very relaxing. It's also a massage, basically. Yeah, I recommend it. If you're, like, itchy and your skin feels, like, flaky, dry, a little bit uncomfortable, just hit yourself with that, and it's like, oh, Well, like I said, you can do it from home. You just get these, like, here, I'll link them to you. I'll link them in the chat for people. Hold on. You can find them in your own area. If you're in a big city, they'll have it more, but... Like, hold on, I'll link it in chat. They're cheap. They're like $9. You just gotta switch Amazon to whatever your region is. But yeah, these motherfuckers, just look up a video on how to use them properly and get them, because, oh my god, they are fucking game changer. My skin feels so much more comfortable. Like, I am an itchy son of a gun a lot of times. I'm just always itchy because I have allergies and stuff. Man, why is this freaking URL so fucking long? Hold on. I'm trying to find the share link that's not like 50 million. Okay, copy link. Maybe that'll work. Hold on. See if this works now. That's not the freaking stupid long link. There we go. There you go, guys. Check that shit out. But I'll link it to you directly. Yeah, now what you do with those is, though, you don't put soap on them. Like, you could do your soapy part of your bath or whatever first or after. But you get those things, you get them wet with water, make sure your skin's nice and wet with hot water. And scrub in a circular motion, just kind of rough, but all over the damn place. It might take a few tries, but you'll just have this gray, shitty-ass stuff sloughing off of you. And you'll be like, holy Christ, your skin will feel so much softer. It like if you got those like little rough elbows, this will do more than any lotion will. It'll take all of that shit right off. And you will feel so clean. Like a lot of times it's not even that you're dirty or whatever. It's just, it's dry skin that's like trapped on you. This shakes that layer off and it lets you get the it lets the fresh skin come out. Gets all the old dead stuff off. And here's a little thing for your house. The more you do this, you'll have less dust in your house, actually, because a lot of dust in our houses is dirt you track in, obviously, but a lot of it is actually dead skin cells just constantly sloughing off on us, and that becomes dust. You do that, you'll have a little bit less dust in your house, too. Yep. But yeah, game changers. Look at those things. Give a good fucking scrub. Scrub your back and stuff, like, as flexible as you can get. Oh my god, your legs, everything. You'll be like, holy crap. You're lying in bed, you're like, I am not itchy in the slightest. You could, like, you'll feel your sheets a lot more comfortable. If you got tattoos, use that shit every now and then. It'll take that layer of, like dead tan skin off the top of your tattoos and make them a lot more vibrant again. Like, since I started doing it more, I have a bit of white on one of my tattoos, but my skin and my immune system ate most of it. But if I exfoliate really well, I can actually still see some of the white. So that's always cool. But yeah, nah, game changers. I 100% recommend them. There's also the Turkish mitts, but they tend to rip a little easier. These are cheap, but they work. Yeah. I mean, like I said, they're more common in cities. Like I said, look up Korean spa, bathhouse, and kind of, like, because sometimes the wording will get you to, like, a shady place. But if you look up Korean spas, you might find some more. But like I said, there wasn't a lot of them here in America until, like, in the last, like, 10 years or so. Now they're cropping up a lot more. Some small towns, the nearest one's still going to be like 2 hours away. If you do go to one, though, go early in the morning, because you're not going to want to leave till the evening. You're going to want to be there all day. It's so nice. Yeah. Like I said, they're popping up in, like, London and England cities and stuff more. We got one here in my town that's, like, 30 minutes away. It's a really good one. It's called Gangnam Spa, and there's also a Spa World and a couple other ones. They're real big, they're real nice, and usually they're not that expensive for an all-day pass. Like the one I go to, if you go on a weekday, it's like $48, and it's all day pass. You get to be there from opening to close, and you have access to the baths, the showers, you have access to everything pretty much. The only thing you don't have access to is like premium services, but you know, like massages and like somebody to scrub you like professionally. That you don't have access to, but you can pretty much do all that kind of fun stuff. Warning though, if it's your first time, it is a Korea bath, which is basically the same as a Japanese bath. Anyone who's seen anime, you know how that works. You strip down, you go into like a sitting or standing shower area. You scrub up, get the bejesus cleaned out of you. It's a nice little sitting shower area usually, where you get to dump the water on you and stuff like an anime. It's cool. And then you make sure you're clean, rinsed off. And then you hop into a big old, like, shared hot tub thingy. They're completely nude because sanitary reasons. You don't want someone walking around in a swimsuit with a dirty crotch, obviously. You do have to scrub up and get very clean first, obviously. It's a little embarrassing the first time you go because everybody is naked. It's gender separated. But, yeah, you have to, yeah. You gotta scrub up, rinse off, be good and clean, and then you get up in there. Like, they will ban you if they see you being a nasty ass there, obviously, but then you go and sit in a super hot, like, they'll usually have a cold bath, a warm bath, and a very hot one. And you just get to sit there and be like a bunch of Roman women sitting together, and it's great. And they also usually have like a wet and dry sauna. They're great. Nice. But yeah, they're great. I do recommend them. I'm going tomorrow because this week was so freaking bad that it made me want to kill half of my staff. Myself and half the staff. So I said, screw it, and I did all my chores early today. So yeah, I'm gonna go tomorrow. I'm gonna go at like 9 a.m. and be there pretty much until probably 5 or 6 p.m. When people start getting out and it gets a little crowded, I was like, nah, I don't want to be here. I usually only go on weekdays when it's going to be a lot less people. Early in the day, it's empty, it's nice. There's like usually one other lady there. Nah, you get in and out of the showers, you can dry off, they give you towels, and like, you get to walk around a co-ed area where you get these like cute little like pajama uniforms. I'm not even gonna lie, I take like 6 showers while I'm there, I love it. I take 6 showers, go to the hot bath, the cold bath. And then they usually have restaurants in them and stuff. They're really fun. There's like massage chairs. There's sometimes like little movie theaters. They are a lot of fun. I recommend it. Go with like some friends or a family member or whatever. And as embarrassing it is to be naked around some friends and family while you're doing that, it wears off quickly because it's like everybody, it's a locker room. You get to chill after a while. Guys, every guy friend I've taken, they love hanging out in the guy section. They love that shit. And yeah, I've taken a couple of my friends. I've taken Scarlett every time we go there. Every time she's in town, we go there at least once, and she falls asleep under this red heating lamp that's for pain. But she just turns into a lizard sleeping under a heating lamp for like 2 hours. I'm like going around doing other stuff in the spa. I come back, she's still asleep. She's just a lizard. Cutest shit ever. But yeah, they'll usually have like body wash, shampoo. Sometimes you gotta bring your own conditioner because, you know, they don't know what people use. But yeah, they have all kinds of fun stuff. And usually the hottest baths are like mugwort or like mineral baths or something. And yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're very comfortable. Yeah. Though most of them are 18 plus only because you do have people running around naked. They don't want like kids running around there causing a ruckus. Obviously, but yeah. Like some are family ones where they have like the private baths and then they have like a public like swimming pool area where you wear like swimsuits and stuff. They vary from place to place, but yeah. Some are family ones, some are just like, nah, just adults here. We don't want kids making a mess. Others are, like I said, they're all a little different. But yeah, I enjoy it. I go every couple of months, like a couple times a year. Whenever I can afford it and I have the time, I go now. And trust me, it's worth it. Another good one is if you have asthma, they have these like hot and cold rooms and stuff, but one is usually a salt room, like a Himalayan salt room. You could go in there and it basically, the salt will dry out your lungs a little bit if you have like a lot of asthma and like just issues with like inflammation and moisture in your lungs and stuff. They help a lot. Yeah, just look up what Korean bathhouses look like. They're really cool. I recommend it. And like I said, that's where I discovered those Korean scrub mitts, because that's what the professionals will use when they're scrubbing you down like every inch of you. And you'll see so much freaking dead skin just sloughing off you. It's like, holy crap, that was on me. Holy shit. That is, oh god, the first time you go, especially if you're not a person that exfoliates really. Oh god, it is like traumatizing how much will slough off of you, and you're like, oh god. And they'll say, oh, that's not actually that bad, I've seen worse. I'm like, bro, what the it's like, oh yeah, it's like, yeah, no. And it'll usually last you a couple months, especially if you're exfoliating regularly at home with one of those type of things yourself. Like, best part about going to them is they can get to places you can't reach, like your back. Like this middle part of your back you can't quite fucking reach, and some of the like back parts of your shoulder you can't quite reach. They can reach that all for you, and they're professionals. And it'll usually, everyone I've seen, it'll be the same gender person as you doing your stuff. Like if you're in the women's bath, it'll be a woman doing it, and if you're a guy in the guy's bath, it'll be a guy doing it. So you don't have like a awkward thing where it's a woman doing it to a guy and a guy gets fucking weird with her, or like having a dude see it naked or anything. That's usually all separated out. So yeah, but yeah, I do recommend those mitts for home use. They are a gosh darn game changer. Like, your skin will not just look better, you will feel a lot better. I like how half this stream has just become me talking about skincare. But yeah, like, looks, everything, whatever, all that aside, your skin will just feel better. Like, you won't be so itchy. You'll be able to sleep more comfortably. You'll feel every thread count in your bed after a good exfoliating. And yeah, like I said, that's the most important thing, is you'll feel a lot better. I know I do, since I started using it. I'm like, damn. It really helped. Because before I was just using sugar scrubs, washcloths, goshi towel every now and then. But I got one of those like deep exfoliating mitts, and they really make a difference. Like I said, the little pimples we all have on our like little back of our arms and legs and stuff like that, and our backs, that shit goes away so fast. Also, change your sheets out regularly. That'll also fix that. But yeah, that kind of stuff, it helps so much. 10 out of 10, I do recommend. What layer is this on? I see. Okay. That layer. I see a little gap in there. But yeah, I do recommend that. Oh yeah, I forgot I was going to put like a bag around that. Hold on. Okay, let's see here. I'll go. There we go. Yeah, it's fine. It says that there's like 12 people here on my end, but I'm fine with lurkers. Less pressure. God, I don't want to be one of those streams with like a zillion people talking. I get too overwhelmed. I get so overwhelmed. I'm like, oh. I used to have streams like that. I've mentioned it before. It's like, oh god, those gave me such bad anxiety. Okay, let me, hold on a sec. I want to do a thing here. Hold on. Boop. And where's my other reference? Boop. Get him out of here. Hi. Hi, Britt. How you doing, girl? Just getting everything but this side of there. This is weird looking from this angle. Poop. Okay. Now put everything else back. There we go. And make that an overlay, maybe? No. Two overlay. Maybe? Bread's number 3! Woo! No. Burn? No. Dodge? No. Add? No. Multiply, maybe? That might work. That kind of works. You're a yellow sponge under the sea. Good for you. Are you yellow and porous as something you see? I don't know. But yeah, for those just tuning in, Korean scrub mitts, game changer. Can you count on a crow? I am getting kind of tired. It's been a minute. But yeah. Put my reference book. What do you think so far, guys? You liking his design? Does this feel like buckets or buck? I'm hoping it does. He looks like he'd pull a gat on you. With his fucking Garfield. I'm not over the Garfield fucking with an AK tattoo. I'm waiting to see if the first comment on when I post this eventually is not, wow, you did a great job on buckets. Oh, I hate that. Like, is that a Garfield with a gat tattoo? Yeah. Garfield got that gat. And he got that gat. Garfield lock and loading. Also, hold on, I gotta go to my my Steam because Bobbit Worms sent me something cool earlier, and I gotta go claim it. Where do I claim it from? Where do I claim it from again? I don't remember how to use. I don't remember how to use. How do I use? Where are things in here? Activity. Because Bobbit sent me a cool new game to play. Thank you again, by the way. I'm just trying to figure out how do I actually find it on here. Oh, here it is. I received a gift from Bobbit Worm. Yay! She sent me Candleman. Accept gift. That's the soundtrack. I accepted. No. Where my thing at? I have the other one. Where did I accept both? Or did I accept only the one? Okay. Did I do it? Did I accept both? Who's tattooing? Whoa. He's tattooing my ass. Yes, Muhammad is back. I'm trying to figure out how to use Steam. He's tattooing me. That's one of my tattoos. Let me see. Did I get both of them? Okay, hold on. Damn, Steam is so confusing. Did accepting one accept the other? Or? Steam, why are you confusing me? Did I accept both, Bob? But I can't tell. Steam confusing. I'm pretty sure I got the game at least. Candleman, the complete journey is now available on Arabic. Hell yeah. Autism. Your name is Autism. Okay, yeah, I think I got both. Yay. Okay, I can install and play it later. Nice. But, yeah. Hey, Muhammad, you want to see a cool tattoo Buckets has got? He's got Garfield with a fucking AK. Because why the hell wouldn't he? Hell yeah. Tattoos that go hard. That one was recommended by Bobbit Worm. I know I'm going to be crossing the layers a bit here, but I have an idea. Make it a little darker. Make it obvious this is some dyed hair he's got. Have the, coming out of here a little bit. Nice. There we go. That way it's a little more obvious that his hair is dyed. He dyeing that shit. Yeah, just a little. Like, I'll give him some actual, like, tone and texture probably to his hair later, too. Like I said, I just want to at least get this started. I might finish it tonight when I watch stuff with Scarlita. His hair is... yeah, you can see his scalp right there. I gave him Dale Gribble's hair color. He's got a cat, too. Some people have a tattoo, he's got a cat, too. Buckets dyes peacefully at home, his hair red. I'm checking something. What the hell? Somebody made a very tiny tortilla for their cat. Because I have made Roberto his own tortilla. He doesn't, so he doesn't steal the rest of the stack. That's adorable. Yeah, I know. I mean, I got a VPN for as long as that's legal. Split tunneling, I don't even know what that means. I barely got a VPN this year for the first time because I was curious. Mostly I got it so I could try to play Bloodborne, only to forget that I was trying to download Bloodborne properly. From like a cracked thing from a friend's thingamajigger. I have no idea, I'm an idiot, I can't figure it out very well. But oh well, I tried. You know what? I think I was about to say, damn, how has it only been 15 minutes in this album? I realized I have it on loop. It's probably looped like 3 or 4 times and I just didn't realize it. Whoopsies. Yar har fiddle-dee-dee. Being a pirate is alright with me. Do what you want because a pirate is free. You are a pirate. Hey, Glitta and Kathy, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. You're British, you're cooked. Quick, become Puerto Rican suddenly. That's what mine's set to at the moment. I think it's set to Puerto Rico. Anywho, I'm designing Buck, aka Buckets. I don't know what else to do. I'm kind of out of it already because it's been a long week. But I wanted to at least get most of this done. I see a little gap in the... See a gap in the matrix down there. There we go. I see a gap. Okay. Now I have to go back and... I see dead pixels. Dead pixels everywhere. Thank you. You like his little fucking itty-bitty eyes? It's very different stuff from what I normally draw, but at the same time, I don't know what. I think it worked. Oh boy. I'm Aries. I'm bi-ace with a little bit of gender fluidity. I keep my options open. Anyway, this is one I'm going to be working on later. I'm just rough tracing the pose. It's going to be a commission for Bobbit Worm. She wants her characters doing this pose, so I just rough trace the pose for later. So I can start doing shit with the hair. Yeah, so I can start like roughing that out later. Yes. Yeah, he's got this. I kind of wanted to mix a little bit of the Lisa style with a bit of the King of the Hill style, just because I thought that'd be funny. I thought that would be kind of funny. Because the fucking man told us so. Fuck the man. They took all our genders. God, that was a joke I kept making back when I played Lisa the Painful. It's like, man, we used to have at least 2, 3, or 4 or something. Now we don't even got 1. Fuck, man, they took all our genders. That was my running joke through playing that. It's like, they took all our genders. We don't even got 1 now. You need at least 2 or 3. Jesus Christ. We used to have at least 4. Now we ain't even got 1. Shit, can't have nothing in this house. I just heard Brad say, we used to have at least 2 or 3. Maybe even 4 or 5 when we were feeling spicy. We ain't even got 1. I just know that this kept being a stupid ass joke I made. I'm probably gonna get canceled for in 6 years or something. It's like, man, they took all our genders. Got all non-binary in here. Just Brad not quite understanding, but his heart's in the right place. They took all our genders. We even got 1 now. Silly. Oh, man. It's very silly. Anyway, I guess I'll probably start calling the stream in a minute since it's getting a bit late. Ugh, I'm getting tired. Scarlett didn't show up, so I'm thinking she might have fallen the fuck asleep again. You alive, girlfriend? Wanna watch movies with my girlfriend. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna get up early and I'm gonna go to the fucking Korean spa because I work another 5 days straight after this. On Wednesday, I believe it's Wednesday, I'm gonna go hang out with a friend after work, like, so at like 8 o'clock at night. We're gonna go to restaurants to eat and stuff for her birthday. I think that'll be fun. And then I work another several days and then I do it again. But, halfway through the week I get 2 days off, but that's because I'm having freaking dental surgery. I can only get 2 days off because this is America. Though I have so many things, these things called commendments at my work, like basically I stayed late or I came in early or I covered someone's shift or whatever. We're not supposed to have retroactive ones, but I have so freaking many, my boss just kind of sits on them in case I have to call in or something happens. That way, when I get a occurrence or a step or whatever for it, she can take it off or take at least one of them off for me. Because she usually sits on my commitments. I have 0 steps, occurrences, whatever, strikes at work. I never, like, if I ever have one, I get rid of it within like a day or two because I always stay late or come in early. So if I do have one, she'll take it off pretty quickly. And if she can't, I can literally make up for it the next day or so. But yeah. Yeah, good luck. The job market's rough in pretty much every country right now. It's ridiculous. Because a lot of the companies are making more money just selling our information than actually hiring us. They're selling our information, but not us. Damn it. I like working, but I don't like working this fucking much. I'm so tired. I got a pretty big raise because I'm really fucking good at my job. So I'm gonna be getting some very fat paychecks from these, but it's like, man, I'm tired. I'd like at least a 3-day weekend every now and then, you know? Instead of working 6 days straight sometimes to get 1 or 2 extra days off. I know my boss is not going to be happy because I requested 10 days off around the holidays. I requested it now because I want to make sure I actually get it. I'm going to go hop the train and go visit my family a few towns to a state over. So, yeah. Yeah, ain't that the truth? But yeah, I know one of the reasons I'm definitely going to the spa tomorrow is I'm so gosh darn sore. I'm also, like I said, I'm on antibiotics and ibuprofen like crazy for the jaw thing, which is finally clearing up, but it's like, oh man. I need to go and like actually relax. My muscles, everything hurt because the job I do is a very labor intensive physical job. It's in the air conditioning, which is nice. But it's a bakery. You're going to be constantly moving, constantly lifting shit, constantly just, you're always moving and lifting stuff. It's a lot of physical labor. Like I said, at least it's air conditioned. But, it's physically exhausting. My legs, everything are so sore. So I think I'm going to go over there, take like 30 baths, soak in saunas and hot tubs and stuff, and go get the shit beaten out of me by a freaking massage chair. I mean, if you want, you can disappear. I'm just doing my little outro. Anyway, yeah, this has been a fun stream. I'm glad we got the boy drawn, and I'll polish him up later. Thank you guys for coming out. I've been your host, Ynnep, and I'll see you next weekend, but not the weekend after that, because my freaking ass gotta work on a Sunday. I mean, technically I do work on a Sunday just from the house, but it's like, whatever. Anyway, yeah. Thank you guys for coming out. I have been your host, Ynnep. Let me kill the music here. Hold on. Now you get to sit in silence with me for a hot minute. Haha. Anyway, thank you guys for coming out. I've been your host, Ynnep, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.
Wanna add a couple inches on your gun? Watch Ynnep-Chan on Slayer Sunday. Like, comment, and subscribe to Ynnep-Chan. You could win 1,000,000 donuts. You could.